Hello everyone, how's everybody today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Today we're going to harvest this field of wheat. We're going to step out here on the field. This field isn't in very good shape at all. It's 0% fertilizer and only a plus 38% yield bonus. So I really don't expect to get that much off of it. But the sooner we get it off, then we can start prepping the field and start getting it planted the right way. So let's see here. Let's get the harvester unfolded. All right, and let's just start. All right. Everything's looking good so far. And are you telling me this harvester's going to run 11 miles an hour? Really? Cool. Now that's flat getting across the field right there now. Oh yeah. Well, like I said, I don't expect very much at all out of this. But what we do get is a little better than nothing. I see a bunch of weeds in it also. So yeah, we'll once we get this off of here, then we'll come in and we'll mulch it, and it doesn't need to be plowed, but it does need lime, and it needs the first stage of fertilizer. So we'll get all that done. It just takes just a little bit of time. But we're kind of waiting to see here how much grain is going to be in one row, so that I know how to. I apologize. I'm not used to seeing a harvester run 11 miles an hour. I'm used to seeing this harvester run 6 miles an hour. And if you've got the corn header on, it'll run 8 miles an hour. But I am not used to seeing it run 11 miles an hour. And that's okay. I had no idea they were going to run this fast on this map. But that's okay. We're going to go get the grain cart, and we're going to start chasing him. All right. Well, I had brought the second harvester up here. And I was going to start him, but that was before I realized that these harvesters are going to run 11 miles an hour in this field. Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. So yeah. But anyway, everything is going good, and if we just use this one harvester, I think we're going to be pretty well off. it won't take us long. We'll have this done. So we'll just get right on with it. And I tell you what now, that harvester's covering some field. You know, life is full of surprises, and every day something amuses me. I just yes, this is a little bit unrealistic, running this fast. The only reason that I can think that they did this is because of the size of the fields. I guess they realize that you're going to be here for a week trying to harvest one of those huge fields. So, yeah, I guess this is what they did. But it's okay, you know. It kind of makes you wonder whether I could keep up with two of them with course play. I don't know. Well, I know I could keep up with two of them, yes. And if you were running course play, they would be running one in back of the other, staggered. So, yes, it would be easy to take care of. And I could probably take care of maybe three of them. On this map, but yes, what you have to understand is, and I know that you've seen me harvest before, this harvester is running almost twice as fast as on any other map that I've ever farmed on. So 12 mile an hour would be twice as fast, and we're running 11 of them. So yeah, it's so for every one harvester that you chase on this map, that makes up for two of them on a different map. So yes, absolutely, that's wild. But anyway, we're not going to complain. We're going to just let him do his thing, and we'll just keep chasing him. All right. All right. Well, I'm just amused here. Everything is going great. I'm still not believing this harvester. And I know it's not the harvester. This is a John Deere X9. And on any other field or any other map that I've ever used these on, yeah, with this particular header, they run 6 miles an hour. So I'm not complaining, because this is going to come in handy. I mean, very handy when it comes to harvesting large, big fields. Now, this is not well, you could say this is a big field. But it's not a huge field. We've got some huge fields. And I was kind of wondering how I was going to be able to harvest them. And be able to keep up. I thought, well, okay, I need course play, which I do. But with these harvesters running 11 mile an hour? Really? Okay. I'll have to go back to the drawing board on this and figure out how I'll work that. So far, course play won't handle multiple tools. In other words, we can't run more than one harvester in the field so far, but that's going to change. They're gonna come up with it. They're working on it, and whenever they do, yeah, I'm thinking running 11 mile an hour. I'm thinking 3 harvesters are going to keep me busy in a huge field. They're going to keep me busy. Plus, I'll have to have probably 2 trucks, a minimum of 2 trucks running with grain, maybe 3 trucks running with grain. So, yes, this is a surprise, but yeah, it's kind of a funny surprise, but I'm liking it. You're not going to be all day trying to get a field harvested, for sure. So, anyway, we're going to just let this guy continue, and we'll keep chasing him. All right, we are making our way across this field pretty quick like. We are at least halfway across the field right now, and yeah, we're flat harvesting wheat now. Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable, but you know, when I woke up this morning, I told myself, you know, a little bit of humor would just about hit the spot today. And, well, I'll tell you what, the good Lord sure takes care of me. He has given me that. But yes, I am going to definitely have to rethink my whole farming knowledge of what I have done in the past compared to what I'm going to do in the future on this map. Is going to be 2 different things. But that's a good thing. It really is. It keeps you on your toes. Things don't get old. And you get to learn new things. You know, it's yes. I am definitely loving this. I really am. Absolutely. That OX9 is flat harvesting some wheat now. All right. Well, you know, as whenever we get this wheat harvested, we'll get out of we'll get our equipment out of the field and everything, and we'll get a mulcher in here, because remember, we're not going to make that mistake again. It's got to be mulched. So we will get the mulcher in this field, and we'll get it mulched. And I had said earlier that it was going to need fertilizer, the first stage of fertilizer. Well, I had forgotten. I have that chopped straw mod, and in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos, the chopped straw mod works with your harvester, and the straw coming out of the back of the harvester, it falls on the field and it becomes fertilizer. So as soon as we get to the end of this row, we're going to jump out to make sure I'm not lying to you. But that's the way it's supposed to work. Now, we walked onto the field before we started harvesting, and this field had no fertilizer, if you remember. All right. Well, let's stop and let's jump out now, and let's see what it has now. Looky there, 50% fertilized. That's because of the chopped straw mod. So that is going to save us a tremendous amount of money. Tremendous amount of money on fertilizer. Plus labor spreading it. So anyway, that's how that works, and that's real. Like I said, I explained it once before, but in case you did not see the video where I explained it, there's a lot of farmers that grow wheat, you know, in the Midwest and sort of in the western part of the country. They do not save their straw. They take and put that straw on the ground, and they'll tell you that that straw is worth way more to them tilled into the ground and becoming fertilizer than what the straw would be to pick it up or bale it and sell the straw itself, because it rots, it turns to fertilizer, and just makes the ground a whole lot more fertile. That's real life. Now, true, those farmers, they do a lot, I mean, big commercial farms, sort of like the way this one is, a big commercial farm. They're not a cattle farm, they're a grain farm. And now, I'm not saying that they won't have a few head of cattle, but they're not typically a cattle ranch or a cattle farm. They've got the cows for personal use. Maybe they've got a few contracts with people to buy them for personal use. But for the most part, those farmers are big commercial farmers, and they're grain farmers. So anyway, we're going to continue harvesting this field, and by the looks of it, it ain't going to take us long to get it done. All right, we are going to dump our load into our buffer cart. We've got a truck sitting over there, and this truck is going to take this grain. He should pull up here and load, and He'll take it to the silo for us and unload it and come back, get another load, and just keep doing that until he doesn't have any grain to haul. So as soon as we get empty here, dumping our load into the buffer cart, we're going to jump out, and we have to start that tractor. And the tractor's got to be running in order for the buffer cart to unload into the truck. So we're going to jump out, and we're going to jump in here, and we're going to start the motor. Well, let's see, let me pull up the hood. I forget how we start the motor. Okay, yeah, I had forgotten. All right. Now we have got that done, and he is running. All right. Now our harvester over there is going to get loaded, and he's going to get full, and he'll stop. And that's okay, but we need to get our truck started. And let's see. All right, let's see if we can get over there to him. All right, now we want to program him to pick up and deliver. So we want him to pick up at field 8. And we want him to deliver at the yard silo. And he's going to be hauling wheat. Okay. Now what's wrong with it? I don't see anything wrong. And why can't you reach it? Oh, it would probably help if I'd start the motor. Okay. Now that always helps. Well, he says he can't reach field 8. Well, let's drive forward. All right. And now he still can't reach field 8. All right. Well, let's move him a little bit. I ran a test on this, so I do not understand why he can't reach it. That just don't make any sense to me. All right, yard silo, field 8. Well, I'm going to have to check into this. Let's yeah, I do not understand. Oh, right there is the reason why, and why that became unhooked is beyond me. All right, there is exactly why he can't. I have no idea why that why that was like that. Okay, now let's see if he can do it. All right, so we'll ride with him now. And make sure that he's going to do what he's supposed to do. He should untarp the trailer. And this is a, excuse me, I'm sorry. This is a double hopper trailer, which I don't like. But anyway, actually it looks like this is a triple hopper trailer. So anyway, he's going to tarp and off to the silo he's going. And I'll get back with you whenever he gets a little closer. All right. He's got down here to the highway. And the only thing that bothers me about the triple hopper trailers, now I have run the double hopper trailers and Autodrive does a good job with that, but I have not run a triple hopper trailer. And whenever I bought this trailer, I thought it was a double hopper. Personally, I like the single hopper. That means there's one waypoint for that driver to trigger. But we're going to see how he fares up here. And he's kind of got a narrow place to get into, but I think he'll be able to do it. But we just want to make sure that he gets unloaded, all three hoppers, and gets up there to get another load. All right. So now let's see what happens here. All right, he's got his first trigger. That's the first hopper, and he's unloading. That is fantastic. Now, now let's see if he gets that second hopper. It looks like he's getting the second hopper. All right. And now he's got one more to go. And it looks like he's getting that one. That is a fantastic deal right there. All right. Whenever he gets that loaded or unloaded, he should go back and get another load. Now he'll pull out of there. He'll put the tarp back on the trailer. And by the way, I am not driving this truck whatsoever. All right. Everything is going real good. And whenever he gets up here, we'll just jump out and get back in our tractor, get our harvester unloaded, and get him started again. So anyway, that's Autodrive. Autodrive is great. It is fantastic. I have had two trucks running, one right after the other. And for the most part, they detect each other and they won't run into one another. Uh, and with that being said, yeah, well, you know, there's always exceptions to every rule. So, but anyway, we're going to jump out here and get in our tractor and start harvesting again. All right, there goes our truck off in the distance. And like I said, he will just keep that up until there isn't any grain or not enough grain in that buffer cart to load him. So that is a good deal. Now I'm pulling up here just a little bit to get our harvester started again. If not, he'll just sit there until he's empty, unloading into me. And we don't need that. We need to keep moving. So anyway, we'll just keep harvesting until we're done, and our truck will just keep hauling. Now this grain cart doesn't look like it has anything in it. This is a dual auger grain cart, and that's a steel plate that you're looking at in the bottom of it. But underneath that steel plate is a compartment. So it is filling that first. And then whenever it gets that full, then it starts filling on top of that green plate. So that's why it doesn't look like anything's in here. But I assure you, there's 42,000 liters in this grain cart right now. So anyway, we might as well just dump into this buffer cart again, and this is why you have a buffer cart. The truck doesn't have to be here. Let's say you're full and you don't want to stop that harvester. Well, you can dump into this buffer cart and just walk off and leave it. Just get back to your rat killing. And that truck, or that, the truck, he'll just come and reload. And this buffer cart will just keep loading him. So, yes, it's very handy. There comes our truck now. And like I said, he'll just keep loading and taking it to the silo forest until there's no grain here to haul. So really works out great. So anyway, let's get over here and let's wait on our harvester. We have almost got this field done. All right, we're just about to get this field completed, planted. And I think we're getting close to calling this a video. We've got Autodrive. Our truck is still delivering grain. And this harvester is flat harvesting the wheat. So if you like what you've seen, go down there and give me a like if you would, please. I would appreciate it very much. If you'd like to follow me, hit that subscribe button. It won't cost you anything at all. The only thing, you'll just get a notification telling you when I've posted new content. So that's the only thing that it'll do. And but as for me, the Dirt Road Farmer, I think we will call this a video. I hope every one of you have a great day. If you want to share this video, please do. Please do. I hope that it helps somebody. But anyway, until tomorrow, I think we'll see you later. And as always, thank you for watching.